We're going to look at the lat pull down. Now, there's a number of ways to do the lat pull down depending on grip, bar, position that you sit in. We're going to look at some of the basic principles of the lat pull down and how to sit. I'm going to get Ben to sit back into a 45-degree angle to start with. Okay, now his stomach's tight, his back's got this nice straight line again. Okay, he's not overly arched. Okay, and he's not rounded out at all. So we've got this nice line again, natural neutral curves of the spine. When he brings the bar down towards him, the most important thing is that we initiate by squeezing the shoulder blades back. The bar comes down towards chest, good. Not too far down, you probably want to start just off the chest or towards the throat. Okay, and then control back up. Now, even without bending his elbows here, you're going to see that this bar is going to move purely and simply from the retraction of the shoulder blades. So we have no arm bend and rest. Good. Did you see that? The bar came down before the elbows started to move. Keep them there. Stop. Don't let the elbows, good, and come down. So, as you control up, you don't want to be dragged forward. Up like that. Likewise, as you come down, you don't want to sit back to assist. Okay? You start with shoulder blade initiation and squeeze back, then bring the weight back. Try to keep these shoulder blades back as the arms come up. And stop there. Don't let it drag you right up again. Keep some tone and some strength between the shoulder blades. But always remember, before you initiate with the pull down, you initiate with a shoulder blade squeeze and then a pull down. Now, in terms of how far you sit back, depends on what part of the muscles you want to hit. The more upright you are, the more you're going to work the lats and the lat dorsi. They're called down the side here, come up into the front of the arm. The more you sit and lean back, you're going to work the mid-back. Now, this is a favourite of mine because the majority of people that I see have weak mid-back areas and probably overactive lat areas. So we're going to focus on this incline position. As I said, it doesn't matter if you're upright. The most important thing is that when the bar's at the bottom, even in this position, we're going to have a squeeze of the shoulder blades, then the arms come down, stop there, okay? Probably a little bit deep, probably about there. Now, it's where these forearms are in relation to this cable. If you can see, these forearms are fairly vertical, and this cable here is vertical. That's going to be your reference point, so that if you're leaning back, your forearms match the angle of the cable. Okay? Take a break for a second. What that does in effect is allow you to transfer the weight through the arms and into the back. Again, these are just the chains, the links that attach you to the weight. We're not wanting to do too much through the forearm on this. Another classic mistake is that when people get to the bottom, they do retract back initially, and when they get to the bottom, they let this point of the shoulder come forward. They come in, bring the weight down and in, and then they let that happen. Okay? Or this comes up, this turns in. Back's fairly straightish, but we're not going to be getting the recruitment in here. What that becomes is that becomes a shoulder exercise. Likewise, I see people that take the bar right down to about here. I don't know why. Somebody must have shown them how to do it wrong at some stage. But bring it back up, and we'll take a breather. So it's really important that you can see now from this rear position that back in this angle, that the first thing we do is get these shoulder blades to squeeze together. Stop there for me, Ben. Excellent. You can see the muscles pulling them down here. These aren't working. These are relaxed. Okay. Now the elbows come through, maintaining that alignment with the cable. And then as we go up, we keep this back. What we don't let happen, keep that back, fantastic. Do another one for me, Ben, come down. Now, I want you to let this go as you come up, and good, it relaxes and we don't use these muscles. Likewise, if we get that position where the head of the humerus comes forward, okay, boom, these fire up, these stop working. We're not working this part of the muscle, we're not getting the maximum work out of this exercise we can. So shoulder blades must be squeezed together. Okay, again, we're not leaning too far back here either. So, this is what we call a pronated grip, or an overhand grip. You can do it anywhere between sort of this far down the bar. Yeah, the further you go there, the weaker you're going to get. Again, probably coming in all the way into about my finger here. Okay. Any narrower than that, I wouldn't recommend you do for pronated. I usually try and say have the fist right in line with the elbow. Then, alternatively, we have an underhand wide position. Okay. And as you come up, as we come down, what you're going to see a slight difference here is squeeze shoulder blades down together exactly the same, but the elbows are going to come quite in close to the sides. Okay, that increases the amount of work we can get through here. It's already put you in a good position in the shoulder, the safest position for your shoulder. Okay, when we control that up, same as always, control the shoulder blades. Okay, we'll just compare and contrast that quickly with the overhand grip and watch where the elbows come on the overhand grip. So obviously the elbows can't come to the side, they come out. Okay, whereas before, if we just change one grip, we'll just have a look. Just change one side for me, please, Ben. Okay, I wouldn't recommend you do this as an exercise, but you can see how this one's nice and tight, this one's slightly out, and you can see there's a different type of tone and musculature being worked through each side. And the final grip position can be narrow underhand. Okay, again, squeeze shoulder blades, bring the weight down. Good squeeze here as you come back up. One more. What I encourage people to do is, when they get to this position, just see if you can squeeze them down and together anymore. If you can't, fine. If you can, you're just reiterating to the brain and the muscles, this is how I want you to be. This is how I want you to finish. It's the lat pull down. Give it a go. Get those shoulder blades squeezed back. Don't overwork through the low back and you'll get great benefits.